But HoneyBee said afterwards he felt like he'd won the whole thing, with just how much of a hero he'd become. And he is not going to want to lose outside the top 8 with how much of a legacy he created for himself last year.
Yeah, we'll look for him to be on a tear here in Losers, but first up is going to be Kitana Prime again playing lights out himself, and in these difficult matchups still playing so well. Again, I have to go back to the analogy on that one, but just look at who we got coming up next there. Rewind versus Dizzy, by the way.
Oh my god, the young boys.
Oh, the young boys.
Young boys.
Corner
KP in a wonderful position, actually. The forward 2 is going to somewhat push him out of the corner, but it's not going to be enough. There's the confirm to shield, and there's that low again. Knockdown. Wonder Woman's damage in the corner is super high, but the combo drop, allowing the Tamaranian charge to reverse momentum. Down 1 trades, but HoneyBee still not an amazing position.
Oh, what a call on the back dash. I really like KP's meter burn roll, even though he didn't get anything off of it, no punish or anything. It got him out of the corner immediately. He wanted to keep that position in his favor, and not afraid to do a couple down ones himself. A little taste of HoneyBee's own medicine after pressing those down ones
It's
earlier.
very similar to Flash. You know, you can down 1-2 with Wonder Woman the exact same way. It kind of opens up a stagger game. If you know they're going to commit to 1-2, then just stagger 1 a couple of extra times. Ooh. Get that bit of chip. The wake-up challenge. Down 3 low profiles. Back 3 is going to miss, but the cross-up jump 3 is going to do wonderful damage.
Trying to show us cards holding that forward 3, and we're back to mid-screen. Background bounce is in play. Oh my goodness, trying to get out of the gap, but sit back down. That whip.
So much knowledge from KP. You know there's going to be a gap in the plus on block string there, so you can go for the different ender. And I think that's obviously KP is going to know HoneyBee's going to be showing respect. He's going to be going for those immediate answers because you expect plus frames in this situation.
And that's multiple times that HoneyBee has just tried to Tamaranian charge in between them all, but those whips are keeping Starfire in place right now. Oh, look at KP, no fear, walking through the little sparkle there, full screen.
Very Wonder Woman thing to do.
Knowing very well, yeah, just standing her ground, very Amazon of her to do.
I think I saw that in a movie once. The whip punch, no whip punch on the back 3, you know he tried. The jump in, the magical jump in.
Oh no, those T-Rex limbs aren't paying off right now.
So watch out. Wow, just walking him down.
Wake up, walk forward. That's the confidence in KP right now.
There's the 2-3, no finish, back 1. Forward 2 hits. Such an amazing button. No damage, but it's all about positioning. That feels like that's a trade. This could be curtains for KP if he can't get in right now.
He actually can get a kill if he gets 1 EX shield on him. Oh my goodness, forward 2.
There's the plus. Plus frames.
He can keep going if he wants to.
All right, here we go. He has more shields to work with. The jump in 3. It hit too high. The push block. Come on, deal with the cluster. And the charge trade. Oh my.
We've seen a couple of matchups come down to a trade versus a beat-out. Just today here at Evolution. Oh my goodness.
That's normally how a match extended rears its ugly head. But there's the jump in. Yeah, we don't want to go for the back 3. We don't want to risk dropping it. We're going to go for the jump in. Take the guaranteed 50% life down already for HoneyBee.
And it's back to the corner. KP not wanting to eat the throw, which is really smart.
He'll take the knockdown, just make sure that the repositioning doesn't happen. That looks like a drop for me, KP.
Yeah, that's a very tight combo right there. If you're getting raw hits done off the shield in the back 3, very hard to time.
It's an underratedly hard combo. Yeah. You know, Wonder Woman, she's deceivingly execution heavy at times.
I think I don't know if the back 3 is 1 frame. I think the forward 3 is 1 frame. But one of those is only 1 frame length.
Oh, my word. Now the trait's being used, but HoneyBee has plenty more where that came from. The back 3. No to your down 1. Trait, meter burn for the finish.
What a pickup there by HoneyBee. Starfire does possess some grown woman damage, but it's not easy to access.
Also, it's the positioning. You know, he's not really going to establish corner pressure. All right, the jump in 3 is going to somewhat reverse the momentum. Tamaranian charge instantly to get out of the corner. I like that choice.
So if you know, multiple times, doing the jump 3 too early has actually burned KP there. It cost him deeply at the end of that last match, allowing HoneyBee to swing. And even there, and what a meter burn cancel.
That was fearless. Absolutely fearless.
That's that old school Wonder Woman stuff for us to see. Yeah, that's the back 2 cancel.
Back 2 trait super. Shouts to Foxy Grandpa. Oh, shield back damage, big time. Unclashable, interactable as well. The read on the jump, not successful. He has to watch out though. He can still make the comeback here with the meter.
Plus frames, coming up the shield, and doing it non-meter burned, and what a call up by HoneyBee.
Oh no. Oh no! The damage of this back 3 is going to be immense.
Get the 430 to Metropolis!
Yes.
That can only happen at 430.
Wow. Only at EVO 2018. The Tron, why let him crush? Actually, no, he has way more meter. He has way more bar. This was a wonderful decision. Spend 2, do the damage. HoneyBee has to save it. Has he got trait though? He has trait. Watch out.
I mean, anything on block right now is going to be close.
Watch out!
Oh my God! Not like this again, and we just...
There's no way that forward 1 was what KP wanted. That's unfortunate. And going straight into the next match, I think he missed an instant air shield toss right there as well. I'm worried that KP might be fried going into this third game. Here comes the chip. Wonderful negate, gets the damage buff. But he's having to block so much on the way in. The damage is being done. There's the down 2, but that's obviously going to scale accordingly. And there's the down back 3. Good choice, knowing that he's going to jump in.
I think has a Herculean hitbox forward and behind on that bad boy. Really good wake up there. And now look at the pressure HoneyBee's putting on here. With everything on chip, on top of the damage he's already done, this is a hard mountain to climb. KP, you said it, might be falling apart here in the final game with just how those last 2 games ended and how it could affect him mentally.
I am so worried about how he dropped the combo, not dropped the combo, sorry, just a raw execution error in the second game, leaving himself wide open for that charge to connect. And the funny thing is, I think he tried to shield toss, and if he got the shield toss, I'm sure it would have won the game, because he would have caught the charge. But unfortunately, it's just falling to pieces for KP. This is such a mountain to climb, Aquaman.
Now you gotta find his way in. What spacing by HoneyBee right there. Beautifully anti-aired on the max distance. Just the tip of that forward 2. Beautiful meter burn roll here. KP, I mean, Wonder Woman not known for her comeback factors, but does possess some good damage.
Oh, the super unblocked. Okay.
Oh!
No! What happened there?
We're going to the stars!
Oh, no, we're not going to see it. We're out. KP, he's not going to be happy with that one. He's going to go away, he's going to cool off, and he's going to reflect.
I thought about was these Astros just kind of sinking into those,
just falling into the abyss.
Yeah, just falling into the abyss that is their hair. As we got Rewind versus DizzyTT.
Now, these guys actually play online regularly. Like all the young guys, they're all kind of training partners of each other. Rewind and Dizzy would have both had to make it out of their pool in winners to be in our semi-final stage. DizzyTT has characteristically not done amazingly well. He's been getting quite a few 9th places at American tournaments, and maybe this is going to be his chance to break into that top 8 winner's side and bring the UK home another EVO top 8 under their belt.
Off to a fantastic start here is Dizzy in a matchup that Rewind knows like the back of his hand. Plays Samij on a daily and weekly basis, even at a competitive level in this particular matchup, and it's a matchup we've been seeing him go to a lot more lately, because ever since Rewind got into Injustice 2, he has had this odyssey to find an answer for Catwoman, and so far this ain't looking good either.
I mean, Dizzy just plays so clean. No, but Rewind and Dizzy, they both play incredibly clean, but if they train together online, I feel like Dizzy is going to naturally be a little bit more comfortable in this matchup. That said, Beetle, definitely a character that's been pioneered by the United States. And Dizzy taking that knockdown. Wonderful down 2, but it's going to be a trade, keeping him in that bad situation. Didn't commit to that mid-stream. Could have been a full combo if it had just believed in it.
What a punish. Almost got the kill. He's going to go with the EXJ. Here we go.
Can't jump out of that one. Projectile is too big.
And when he does meter burn, it does become a mid. And can he put... So, in that situation, it's very hard for Beetle to kind of get close enough to Catwoman to get the pressure going in the corner. He needs a knockdown in order to even generate anything, because once he gets you down there, it is mix-up city.
There's so many of those like instant jump situations that Catwoman can go for. That was a wonderful bait, but dropped the combo! Dizzy didn't commit into the cat dash. Went in just for the whip just instead, trying to be a little bit safer.
And earlier I was talking with KP about how many options this character has off a single jump-in. It's astronomical how many things he can do off of a simple jump-in.
Beetle is so good, man. Like, this character, I'm so glad.
Here we go.
Oh my god. As time progressed, we've seen this character come out of the woodwork because of Deoxys, because of Rewind. Dizzy, plenty of bar left to win this wager, though. Did he spend 1 or 2? Yeah, 2.
Yep, getting back about the damage that he took there. And this is looking good for Dizzy. Rewind having no bar to extend anything with. It's very good for him, and actually punishing the 4-2-3 with.
The goal here is not going to be to get life back, it's going to be to reset back to the neutral, keep Dizzy's back to the corner, and give Rewind that strong established neutral. He has got a bar of meter now, though, which means we're going to see a full combo conversion if we see a clean opening, or a mix-up into a launch.
And he has been afraid to actually commit to the jump-ins. He's actually float canceled above so many times. No bar there for Dizzy.
That's actually heartbreaking he had no bar. That was the round over! How about... Last year, Rewind was always known as being like, you know, this amazing player, and SonicFox himself even said, you know, this guy could very easily be the best player next year. But he could never break into a top 8. He's been able to lift that this year. But I'm wondering if Dizzy's going to be that obstacle, you know, that brick wall that stops him from moving on in winners.
And this is the lone representation of EU here. He has an entire continent on his shoulders, by the way.
I can't even imagine what it must feel like to be a 16-year-old player as and the only representative of your entire region at the World Championships. Like, this is such a burden to bear, and it's amazing that Dizzy has even got this far with that pressure on his back as a 16-year-old player.
And in talking with him, he is so composed and calm, and he's just having a good time here, and it's looking like it.
Absolutely. I aspire to be DizzyTT when I grow up.
Dizzy, you're an inspiration, thank you. When I grow up,
I want to be just like you.
I want to be just like you.
But this is a significantly better game for Rewind. Taking the minus frames to the back three, enforcing the overhead. I like it. We haven't really seen Rewind go for that overhead, but now we're going to get the back three. Big damage incoming. Rewind with plenty more resources to work with, though. All right, there's the escape.
A little too early on the 4-3. If he'd held it even longer, could have kind of OS'd the interaction out. And here's what Beetle can start to do, some mix-ups. And he can do about 14 different things off of that jump two. And just like that, a health bar can disappear in the corner. But now Rewind has to find his way back into the corner against Catwoman, because normal for normal, Catwoman's going to keep him out.
Now, one thing Rewind loves to do against Catwoman is kind of take the minus frames to the back three and then enforces mix-up from that. Another overhead into the back three, the forward three for the unclassical damage. Another overhead back to back. It really is a true 50-50. It's going to be unsafe, sure, but if you get it, why not?
No.
Again?
He's going to keep going, and now the conditioning with all the overheads, low stab could come at any time. Oh my goodness, into the mix. And look how it paid off. The aggression paying off here for Rewind. We're all tied up at 1-1. What a whip punish to start us off for DizzyTT. Like that last game never even happened. Sit back down. We're in for a roller coaster ride.
Down 1+ frames into the grab. Good call. Keeping Dizzy's back to the wall, which is exactly what he wants. Now this is a good situation for Catwoman. Tries to maybe whip punish, expecting maybe a forward 2-3 attempt, but he's just going to go for the raw forward 2 by itself.
Oh my goodness. So hard to deal with. Finally gets it down 2 out. No commitment by Rewind on the jump 3, which he can actually OS a full combo off of jump 3, whether it crosses up or not crosses up. Whoa. With that down forward 1, it'll either get low stab or the entire stab.
Using the plus frames of the trait, meter burn into a guaranteed jump. Rewind wise to it, using that invincible corner escape. And it's so even right now. Well played by both of them so far. Forward 2 catches. And the forward 2, for those that don't know, is a guaranteed hard knockdown.
Yes, it is, and that's just opening you up for continued mix in that corner. And Rewind, oh my goodness! That down 2 so far away, and he's actually known for doing that even against Catwoman's jump 2, known for that gigantic hitbox.
Rewind absolutely has a good awareness there with the down 2 for Beetle. Beetle's down 2 is definitely, I would say, one of the best in the game. It's so hard. I mean, even without blade stance, it's one of the best. And it's so active as well.
And one of the only down 2s that you can cancel into a special move and have a gapless.
But you can see, oh man, you can see how clean both these guys are approaching the game. I love to see it. So disciplined. And
this is the pace that I'm noticing. You know, we don't get to see Dizzy a whole lot, but you know, this is the way that they want to play. They're both playing their way, and we're seeing a wonderful match.
The funny thing is, these guys knew they had each other in their own part, but they were happy to play each other to prepare for the matchups they knew they were both going to be going against. Like, obviously, they got on really well, and they trained accordingly for Evo, knowing they were going to fight, but it didn't really set them back from playing against each other, which helps them reach this point. There's that clash, a little bit of health back, but definitely ball in Rewind's court. Winning in the neutral, I would say, staying just out of range of Catwoman now. Seeming a little bit more difficult for Dizzy to get back on the horse, I think. Oh my god, even from that range, we had, yeah, those jump 2s.
It's not easy to do at home, folks. Again, this is the guy that's been playing Catwoman against Catwoman day in and day out for a year and a half now.
Instant jump 1, the almighty read from Rewind. Ooh. I don't think it was a reaction because it was right at the same time, but it was just a good decision. Nonetheless, down 3 for the whip punish. And there's the overhead again. True mix. Going for the knockdown rather than the guaranteed.
May have missed a flight off that instant jump 2, or was thinking that he was going to quick rise, because like an instant jump 2 by Blue Beetle will hit someone standing.
Now this has been Rewind's game the entire time, but Rewind staying at a range where if he has to eat that neutral jump, he's rarely within range to guarantee the rest of that string. Overhead comes through again, Rewind playing clean as ever.
And he is not committing too much.
Got to hold the rest of it, so he's too far away. The ball is now going to be in Dizzy's court to make that adaptation, work around how Rewind is adapting the matchup. Dizzy has had a hard time at all, but he played very slow, very calculated, very disciplined, but when he kind of gets downloaded, his pattern is starting to get somewhat fleshed out.
Oh,
he struggles to get back in.
And he's caught a lot of whiffs with that sweep, and then all the sweep does is lead the mix. Hard knockdown in and of itself, consider some ambiguity of a jump 2 there. Blue Beetle coming in, good delay, wake up, but he has an answer, another mix on top of that.
Background bounce giving Blue Beetle wonderful damage, 440 just like that. There's the forward one, no full combo though, because he has to go in for the whip just to be safer. Cannot hit confirm that, unless you know it's a whip punish.
Ooh,
and that's it. So many different jumping options. It's so risky to anti-air Blue Beetle.
Yeah, that's a mind game. You actually saw Dizzy go for the air-to-air, and Rewind getting out of dodge, coming down, this time getting aggressive off the flight cancel, and inching his way closer, and now he is on match health bar in this set.
Absolutely, and Dizzy is in a spot of bother here. He's got so much bar, but he's just not in a position to use it. I feel like he's spending so much of the game having to work around how Rewind is approaching the matchup. Just not working out. Dizzy having a hard time recovering from this. Takes the forward two, but he's going to hold the plus frames anyway. There's the clash, and this could very well be the last lifeline for DizzyTT.
Rewind making some great reach there in the neutral as well, just kind of predicting Dizzy's movement, even on the jump back with the instant jump one. Very beautiful by Rewind to try to maintain pressure and composure and have this lead as Dizzy puts into the corner, and we all know what happens when Catwoman puts you in the corner. Almost had the anti-air with the stand one, but didn't get it.
I'm actually super surprised that didn't anti-air, but the instant jump one is going to anti-air instead. Rewind now, getting as much bonus damage as he can muster. There's the knockdown. Wonderful, wonderful recovery.
And then rebuild the space, and now he's going to try to make Dizzy come to him. So smart.
Yeah, who needs corner pressure when you have the full screen and a better neutral?
And actually have a projectile in a battle of normals, it seems. Exactly. And here we go. This all he's going to try to do is force aggression, and he kind of got burned for it there as Dizzy gave it to him.
It is going to unlock Rewind's clash. So if he gets opened up cleanly, he's going to get that one opportunity to combo break. He's not going to have the meter, but the instant down two ready, forcing 2 bars out of Dizzy for the air escape. And you can't anti-air. You just can't anti-air this character. You have to watch out.
And you have to make the read, because if you do nothing, you could eat a jump out of nowhere because he doesn't flight cancel.
Wonderful block from the low, knowing that was going to be a mix-up between sweep or overhead.
Very good.
This really feels like it's Rewind's round to win. Here we go. One more. And yeah, but the clash. Let's reset. Let's get the full screen. Who even cares if I don't spend as much as Dizzy right here? We just need one more hit. Yeah, that's why he spent nothing. He needs that bar.
One EX projectile going to be close to the chip, and he built the bar. He built the second bar doing the other one, but nice evade by DizzyTT, who is one hit away. And here it is, the projectile going to send Rewind further into the winner's side.
Well, the important thing is that he was able to conquer it and move on.
And since then, he's looked so clean, has Deoxys.
Did Deoxys start this set by walk forward grab against Batman? The fearlessness.
Listen, this is a young guy. He knows what he's doing. This is one of the up and coming talents.
What is it with these young players?
They
they're
just
living
do
in
things.
3018 right now.
That's right. They're making decisions that we just can't comprehend. I don't want to comprehend it. I'm just gonna sit here and watch and enjoy.
There we go.
And the mix-up's already started here. Oh my goodness, come out to all the damage.
Optimization, just like that, just short of 500 damage. What a wonderful way to kickstart this series.
That 2-1, 1+3 with trade activated does more damage out of nowhere. Oh, beautiful use of the last second of hit stun.
Batman with some phenomenal mids. All right, here's the mix-up. Vortex, oh, guesses wrong. The standing one into Bat Summon is going to give him really the old school Vortex that Batman used to have. And now here we go
he's
again.
Gonna get it back.
All right, there we go. Blocks it, but a Vortex is a Vortex. And because of that, Forever King is going to take round number one. After such a wonderful start from Deoxys.
With just one hit from Forever King, when it seemed like his back was to the wall to start us off, and to be able to generate some mix himself.
Batman has always been such a wonderful character because he's got such a strong neutral, wonderful keep away game, good buttons, good meter build, and one of the absolute best Vortexes in the game without a doubt. Speaking of which, he's got a bat. What's the mix? So
Deoxys kept that relatively safe there in the corner, only doing overhead, and then down one shield. When he could have done a low at any point, he could have done a third overhead at any point. He could have done so many things. So really good blocking by Forever King, but Deoxys hasn't gone for too many mix-ups so far.
Oh my god, the active frames of the bat. The bats are so, they're barely plus on block, but immensely plus on hit. Oh, guess it's wrong, that's gonna land in front. And Forever King lands behind afterwards.
Those are the mix-ups that make you go home at the end of the day and give you nightmares.
Because you look at it and you go,
it crossed me up, but guess what? It didn't.
You thought. Bamboozled again. Bamboozled again. But Deoxys, I wonder if we are going to see this full screen game a little bit more in game number 2. Because he kind of spent the entire game trying to go in. And I feel like because of that, he kind of fell victim to the way Forever King was trying to play! What? No, the combo drop.
Quick mix here. What a 4-dash wake up by Forever King to get out of the potential mix-up. Catches the straight button here with the mechanical bat. and without any wager, without any air escape, about that data. Oh my goodness, King keeping it simple.
I feel like he was trying to wait just the microseconds required to bring that first bat back. The problem with Deoxys here is that Forever King, he's still got his wager. Not that it matters, because we confirm into slide. Well for him. Unfortunately, he had to miss combo breaker, due to prior engagements, I believe. I can't remember what the exact reason was, but he couldn't do combo breaker, which was such a pivotal tournament for getting early points.
And 9th at CEO, 3-2, 1 hit away.
Cannot fall short again. He needs to move on, preferably top 8 winners.
And yeah, for sure, there's definitely an added pressure on Deoxys to perform here. And I hate to say it, but I've been one to put that pressure on him just because of the skill that I know that he possesses. And I know what he's capable of.
Forward dash puts him minus. Unfortunately, not ready for the jump in, of which Forever King's going to be significantly quicker on the trigger finger. And here comes a bat. More plus frames. Wonderful push block. Good catch. And the bait! The bait! But no combo! What's going on? Oh, no.
That was beautiful defense by Forever King, but Deoxys had one opportunity and didn't get it. He's going to be able to chase this down. No, doesn't get the punish.
Did not take it. Instead, let it slip. Oh, plus frames again. All right. No bat ready, though. Oh, just a raw cross-up.
Oh, that's the forbidden mix-up right there.
Oh, my God. Not a good trade for Deoxys. Does not have the health to take these trades anymore.
And these guys have very similar projectiles in speed and recovery, but Blue Beetle just builds so much more meter when they get into zoning battles. So
this should be it.
I think that's why King's trying to avoid the zoning battles by getting a little bit aggressive. Once he sees Blue Beetle starting to fire those rings off, is because he's going to lose detrimentally the meter build in the zoning war.
Now, some of you guys watching, you may not know that Blue Beetle does actually have the ability to swap stances in the middle of some of his specials, which is why that combo Deoxys goes for starts in Mace stance and actually ends in Blades to get the damage extension. You may be wondering why he changes. Well, that's it.
It also makes the conversions easier off some of the stabs if you go into the blades, just because the added range.
Absolutely.
Because if you're out of stance off of, say, an anti-air stab, you have to walk forward just a hair in order to get the back 3.
Oh, the drop. Actually, good news for Deoxys. May have got tagged, but it did end the vortex from taking place, but he challenges it. And there's the clash. He's going to win it, but barely.
So far, I've held back.
I wonder if it's going to be 2-0, because Forever King, is he going to save the bar? Yeah, he will. Save the bar, he needs the grappling hook for vortex.
Yep. Has no batarangs, though, so even if he gets the hit, he's going to have to do something kind of old school here. Nice, it's a hard knockdown, and a lot of delayed wake-up off these sweeps for both of these guys. I mean, well, you don't want to eat these kind of mix-ups from both these characters, but both have fantastic jump twos. Speaking of...
Oh my God! Here he comes. Someone play the Jaws theme. Oh.
Oh
I think that was it. I could have been wrong.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. It just goes at some point. I think you're going to need...
Neutral completely reset here, you guys. Slowing things down after a lot of aggression there in the middle. Oh my goodness, get it down too, but
he
not
tried.
the conversion.
Tried so hard to convert. Deoxys now. You could definitely say he's on the back foot. Doesn't have the health. The bat's going to make the neutral a little bit harder now. Good trade. Gets rid of it.
And Deoxys had the bar just in case you block something, get to push block. I mean, at this point, got to come up with resources to avoid what could be a potential vortex as well.
There's it. Unclashable forward 3. Watch out, because here comes the bomb.
Oh, quick mixes! Quick mix-ups! Oh my goodness!
What happened? I blinked and missed it.
Blinks happen. These jump 3s and jump 2s can hit every and anywhere. And just like that. And that actually self-OSs himself when he does a jump 3 into down forward 1 meter burn. If it crosses up, you'll get anti-air stab. If it doesn't cross up, you actually get low stab.
And there's little bits of optimization here. First of all, we go straight into a restart match. Forever King wants to get right back into the fight. And Deoxys going for some next level optimization. If he knows he gets the low launcher from the jump in after it hits, the opponent's already airborne. The standing 3 into straight blast combo whilst it does max damage will not work if the gravity is adjusted like that.
Oh, sit back down. And King, there's a couple things that he could have been sniping there. Just a jumping of itself coming off the Statue of Atlantis. And that was a reset, mind you. Gets into huge damage off the reset. Nope, drops the ender, but that's okay. The position's still there.
Oh my God! Tries to get the conversion again. Gets the jump in, so should have been on the money, but unfortunately, funny angle or too late. Either way, no damage here.
What a backlog. There it is. There's the added mix-up added with the EX projectile. That not only does it add on a layer of mix, it takes away a certain gap where you saw Forever King down 2 earlier in between it.
Here comes the full combo. We keep the knockdown though, don't spend it. Ooh, King challenging on wake up. Very brave of him to hold up in that situation.
And that's a scary situation because even if you delay wake up, you're actually going to get crossed up because the 1-3 will put Blue Beetle behind you if you delay wake up. Off of that knockdown.
I mean, it's just the gift that keeps on giving, this Blue Beetle. Deoxys just putting on a masterclass, man. This character, so entertaining to watch. Waits for the release of the bat, knowing Forever King was probably going to release it to button press. I like that next level optimization. He got hit by that in game number 1, but not in game 3.
Trying to follow in this zoning. Okay, come on, the trick.
Here we go. The ball's in his court. The adaptation from King now. It really is.
It's very rare to see a punish on a down 2. We just saw one with the back 1 on a Batman on Deoxys.
It's because he just got hit by the exact same thing. Yep, giving him. I love that from King as well, knowing that the slide blocked is going to guarantee the bat release. Yep. Deoxys is going to wait for it, but instead of making it safe, he released the bat later to be plus on block, guaranteeing a jump in.
It was really good by Deoxys as well because those batarangs have no block stun whatsoever.
No, they do not.
So it's really good for him to get a jump out there rather than eat a full combo, potential full combo.
Now Deoxys has all of the meter. That's not going to be for a super though. That's going to be for meter burn projectiles that do massive damage on hit and are hard to get around with the release. The galactic jump in. And now here comes Forever King with the bar for the vortex. But instead opts to go for the trait.
Yeah, he actually could have got a grapple out. Maybe he was afraid of an air escape. Meter burn cancel. At the end, Deoxys taking the breath out of
on a Gotham City stage.
Oh, 100%. I did the same thing with Kodokan when I got Emperor's Courtyard.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, with Kodokan's in the background. I'm like, yeah! I had like a 10% damage boost or something.
You're home, man. I'd say the same with Takunin Warship, but I didn't really play Armageddon at a high level at all.
In the corner we go. Big drop by King early on. And now he's going to find himself in the corner. And are we going to restand here?
All right, here we go.
Deoxys? No, he's going to go for the damage and the setup. Oh my goodness!
Knowing the roar on the wake up. The wake up is so unlikely. Are we going to see a restand here? Here it comes. Plus on block. Instant jump. Doesn't work out. Forever King has exit.
Yeah, jump 2 may have been better there. King low profile in that jump 3. Hit stun. Oh, what? Stagger with the 1-2. I've actually never seen that, not that many times, but normally they just commit to the string.
It's when you know there's so much respect established here, because at any point he can go bat release, he can go for meter burn bat toss, he can just end the string. The tech, wonderful tech, Deoxys with a full punish.
And this actually might be the kill.
Oh, God, delicious.
One mistake, 422 for a single bar later and the side switch.
Well, that's going to be match point for Deoxys. Really looking to make a statement here at EVO 2018. Desperately needs these points. Oh my God, the cross!
And I'm actually shocked that post stab didn't hit.
Yeah, me too.
On the jump 3 actually being successful. Following that in, that is going to be enough hit stun. That's twice we've seen him release that bet against the projectile, get the clean jump over, and have the 4-2 conversion after.
And in some of these cases with Batman, that grab may as well be guaranteed. Are you going to really release and press buttons when Batman is plus with bats point blank? Here comes the vortex. Got to guess right, mate. Guess is right on the other side, but he's still vulnerable.
Deoxys swinging with that down 2, lucky he didn't get burned for it, and just sitting underneath the EX up batarang like it didn't even happen. And another beautiful hit stun conversion by Forever King.
But because it's not batarang, bar gets spent, giving Deoxys the meter advantage. 2-0. Forever King, again, needs the bar for the Vortex. That really has been doing so much work for him. Vortex, meter burn, up toss. I mean, he needs the bar for everything.
And I mean, Deoxys has already built 2 bars back just like that. That's what I was talking about with his zoning back at Batman, just the difference in how much bar he built. And he put it all on the line right there. Got the hit, which got him off the mechanical bat. And now Deoxys has one less thing to fear, but he needs to watch out for those 2 bars that are sitting on Forever King's side.
On top of the fact that Forever King still has a wager. So if Deoxys can chip him away a little bit one by one with projectiles, it's going to be good because he can't clash it, especially with those sweeps. Back to back, chasing the backdash. But here comes the cost of the bar.
Oh my goodness! That's the dirt! That's the dirt right there. So hard to block the cross up, and you already input the special move, and it's so hard to see it coming and actually be able to wager. And Deoxys is now a single hit away out of the sky. Those Forever King sniping this man with the up batter, and we got some hits done, and the cross up works with air escape. Beat it on Forever King, put the down 2.
That was an insane sequence. That swag from Deoxys, all of it. You can't break it because it's hitting one by one on the other side, but Forever King gets the traitless mix-up.
And now we're dead even here. Almost 25% between the 2 left on their health bars. What is it going to be down to the wire? Mechanical bat out by Forever King is going to slow down the neutral, but the meter built by Deoxys is giving him the upper hand right now.
If he releases the bat, he has 1 more left in the tank. Look at the bottom of the screen. He catches the whip punish, but he can't get it. Has no bar to confirm it. And Deoxys still alive.
And in the corner we go. Backing out, though, is Forever King, a little fearful of the resources that Deoxys has. And that's chip damage adding on. The hit's done, and Forever King sends us to a game number. Catch up, I think my heart just exploded.
That trade, that clash was everything. That clash really was the catalyst. Here we go, we catch the grounded lift, so we're going to get the optimized damage, 350. No easy task, but for a Blue Beetle master like Deoxys, more than accomplishable. My God, this is a final game. Wonderful trade, because he's going to go straight into that. I don't know how to call this one. I'm going to put you on the spot now, man. Who's winning? Who's winning?
Right now, I mean, this is a similar start to what Deoxys had even last game where he had momentum. I think this is the truest 50-50 that we're going to see tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to take a wild guess. I think maybe this is the time Deoxys pulls it out of the tank. We have even bar, even life. Not so much anymore, but I definitely favor Deoxys here.
Deoxys playing like it, having the lead, and another snipe by Forever King there. Pressure is on and beating out the gap, but got the trade instead. There's Forever King. Deoxys getting out of the corner, but Forever King all over it, and the veteran drops it down too. And this is going to be a lot of damage.
That's unfortunate. He drops the full combo. That's something that Forever King will 100% regret if he loses this. Catches the anti-air with the bat, but he needs more where that came from. No forward 3.
Whipping it down too. Deoxys was one set up, and he got the EX projectile. I think the regular projectile may not have had the big enough hitbox to hit Batman right there. The EX to getting the job done. Right,
Deoxys, he's going to block the bat. No bats left to go, but if King lands a clean opening, he's going to be able to build one for the Vortex. Deoxys has to watch out. The shield off to try and escape, but he can't. The grab back into the corner. This is where Forever King needs to keep him if he's going to win this series.
Oh, get him off that magic pixel, and we're down to the wire. Final game, final bar of health between the two catch-up.
There's the forward 2, and because we're in the corner, we get a full combo. We don't get the forward 3.
And not respecting the wake up there by Deoxys. Deoxys needing a straight hit if he wants to trade blow for blow now with Forever King. A lot of hits done. Another confirmation by King, and this man is in the driver's seat.
No clash. Deoxys opted not to go for the clash, and I'm not sure it's going to be his decision to make, because now when he finally uses wager, his back is still going to be to the wall. I think not clashing immediately might be the mistake that costs him winners here.
Still one bar apiece between the two. Can Deoxys have a comeback in him? It's been King. That's the block. Down with a clutch block. Deoxys had not shown him that card the entire set. And Forever King, the veteran here, looking like it.
I cannot believe he blocked the entire thing. You had to block which side the jump in lands, then block the 50-50 to begin with, and then the 50-50 on the end of that as well. Deoxys still alive, but he has to pull off a miracle here if he's going to make this comeback. King with a clash stocked and ready to go.
King having that trade out, just destroying the neutral. One more hit is all this man is gonna need, and he gets it with the batarang. Forever King with the comeback on Deoxys. No matter what, no matter when, no matter why, no matter how. And he's gonna be looking to win this event for Injustice 2. We've seen it in the past. Look for the passion to still be there. I mean, the passion's not as much as it's been there. What a conversion! Oh my! The back two is right there.
That was so clean. The 4-2-3 is going to move him safely out of the way of the mine. Tries to go for the optimization on the back 2 as well. And here comes the full combo. Standing 3, sweep, mix-up time. The delayed wake-up from SonicFox is not going to be enough. Puts himself minus for the grab to come through. And there we go, down 1 into lethal ones. The challenge finally rears its head.
Now, with everything I said, you know, with the potential of Fox, you know, it's been a storyline coming here as Dab is starting to dominate this very first game, is that here, at Injustice 2 Evolution, for the second time in a row, this could be a new era in NRS that seems to be the SonicFox era. Will he go without winning Evolution for an NRS game?
It would be insane if that happened, just because of the legacy of this guy. But the standing 3 misses, gets another one back to back. Dab just looking in full control, and there's the reset. Fox, he's seen that one before, blocks the cross-up, and now the ball is in his court 100%.
And I really like that Fox is coming in here with Red Hood, who's a character that is one of his personal favorites to use. I think he's really looking to have fun, but at the same time, this is a character that he's known to win with. He's got major titles under his belt, and look at that damage into the setups, the push block into the mine. You thought you got it, but what a backdash on, oh my goodness.
I'm super glad to see that Fox has actually gone back to Red Hood. He always had the best Red Hood in the business, but is he going to clash now? He has to wait, surely. He has to wait, the reset. Blocks it in front, good call. But now he's to hold the minus frames. Standing 3 into breath, big chip. The whiff.
Jump back 2 or jump back 1 there may have even caught the end of that, but does not. Coming right in SonicFox, about to build another bar, come up with a chip damage, and look for the startup of a laser. Get that out of here, SonicFox going up. I mean, he had the bar. EX would have done a plethora of damage, maybe even close to that kill. Down 1 scooper, going back in time.
Okay, down 1 comes through. Minimal damage though, because obviously you kind of need the damage to extend on that a little bit, but there we go again. Okay, this full screen game, definitely rate Red Hood higher here. Dab. The opening for that first game was the fact that he went in for the big all-or-nothing mix-up, but by Fox blocking that mix-up actually put Dab in the corner, which allowed the comeback to take place.
And we all know what Red Hood can do in the corner. I mean, putting down those mines, mix-ups on top of mix-ups, and safety and coverage of wake-ups himself, where you can just kind of sit back and let you hang yourself.
I assume Fox wasn't ready for Dab to pull the trigger on the meter burn of that sweeping laser. Maybe tried to go for a lethal lunge instead of back two again.
And the fact that Dab couldn't move forward is what kind of kept him standing still. Right in time for that low, and the spacing by SonicFox right now, immaculate.
Now, if this was last year, that lethal lunge would have killed. But the chip was adjusted, so it doesn't do as much. Still a nice amount, but not as much as it used to before.
Ooh, putting out the instant mine, and how many of those are catching people off guard because they're used to having the ability to look for it and then move forward and move backwards, jump, but blowing up immediately, very smart. Blowing the drone in, oh my goodness.
Push block, try and bit in a bad situation, but activates the drone again. We have to wait.
Oh!
The meter burn 4-3. The read was to power through the interaction, but the delay again was not his friend.
Good block. And actually got something off of that forward too, which was just the breath on the anti-air. Nothing much Superman could have got off of that straight, other than what he got. Very smart by Dab to get punished. That's going to be open for business on that whiff laser. And SonicFox does another knockdown, putting out the minefield, and he gets the conversion.
That's the classic Red Hood, man. Throwing the mine into the lunge because you know it's going to work, and then you get a full combo. It's that next level awareness, and there's the retreat. SonicFox, yeah, into the Brother Eye vault with you, my friend. But Red Hood, I feel like almost taking us back in time, Red Hood could be the catalyst that moves SonicFox into top 8 at this tournament.
He has a tough path ahead of him, you know, looking ahead. I think he's got Nupcakes, a few others in his path to top 8. I think he gets Nupcakes, even if Nupcakes don't make it that far, going farther. And there's that vortex that Dab is talking about, mixing him up. I mean, he hit in front last time with the jump 3. SonicFox not ready for the cross-up this time around. And the pressure by Dab, this is all offense.
The thing is, you look at the damage afterwards, that was so clutch.
You rarely see that in competitive play because not a lot of people know Red Hood that much.
Yeah, for sure. Really good. But Dab, you would always think, you know, well, how is he going to cash out damage after the mix-up connects? Now, like 4 hits into like 400 damage. Superman with trait off that jump in hits like a truck.
Yeah, I mean, just a stand 3 into something hurts.
Okay, there's the repositioning. We spend the bar for that. Takes the jump in into grab. I'm not sure about that one.
Wow. Whoa. Okay. Do you remember Dab's last match and he's raw forward and back 3s just hitting? He just feels it.
The whiff on the jump in too, though. Fox is going to punish it accordingly. Repositioning back to the wall for another time.
Oh my goodness.
Oh! Fox tries to do the exact same thing again, but now Dab goes in for damage, and that's going to force the clash at SonicFox.
Won't stop me.
This may be the most knowledge I've seen against Red Hood that I've seen in competitive play. Dab really showcasing some of the holes in Red Hood play, because you don't see a whole lot of Red Hood in competitive play. And Dab is going to get cornered here, going to be the kill, and if he gets hit here in this corner, SonicFox could turn this around and try to close this out without having to deal with Dab any longer.
Good trade. Wonderful trade for Dab. Maintain the even life. Jump 2 connects. The back 2 into full combo. The air tech is used, but to no avail.
No thought process here, just right back into the match. Well, one of the few that possess the ability to do that and just pretend that the last match never even happened. If you guys are taking notes at home, these top players, they have, it's like they have the mind eraser from Men in Black. They just do the red flash and then play the next match.
Superman would do that, no doubt. It's the same color, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay. Dab has to be very, very careful here. You know, Red Hood does do quite well in the full screen against Superman. And oh God, Lex Luthor says hello. Injustice 1.
Oh, that would have launched back then. Oh no!
It would have. Back in the day, that mine guarantees a combo.
Giving us the memories. But this is a lot slower than we saw the last match, where Dab was incredibly aggressive to start things off. But the minefield has really slowed things down. And that jump 1 having the active frames.
No, the drop. The drop from Dab. Can't drop combos against SonicFox. Cannot give this guy room to breathe. All right, down 2, back 3.
Going for the optimal here. Oh my goodness.
That was Chunk A.
Push block, gonna keep him cornered, not chipped out yet. SonicFox looking for a laser right now. He's just sitting back, waiting for it.
I love how Dab did the empty jump, expecting Fox to jump, expecting a laser, and no one did anything.
Yep, and Fox was jumping, looking for the air laser potentially from him. And yeah, that was just beautiful mind games between the two. Stray hit out here in the nooch by SonicFox, and self-proclaimed best nooch in the game.
SonicFox's neutral really is uncontested in most fighting games, but in
just
Injustice,
across the board.
no exception. Oh, there it is. The clean, down 2 into mine. The classic Red Hood at the air. And Superman was adjusted a while ago. His wake-up game is nowhere near what it used to be. Scoop is incredibly unsafe.
And the wager where it happened for Dab got him out of the corner. Very smart stuff, even though he didn't really need the health back at the time, and he didn't even expend it. Very smart stuff, and just avoiding that mine on the 4-2-3 on the approach.
Now down 1 lethal lunge, even though the trait is going to be plus on block. If he's quick on the uptake, he's still going to beat it. And here we go, full combo again from SonicFox, cashing out even more so Dab with no wager. This could be game over, and the overhead comes through. It's a miracle if he wins this, and he won't.
And the down 1 is actually a universal answer to the Superman wake up. SonicFox, the knowledge is still out of nowhere and starting to make a name for himself as Basics.
Now here comes Killer Xinok, who's going to score first blood, that Sonic Pound. And here comes the flash. You have to block 3 overheads in a row.
Oh, wow! The down 2 is almost good there against the Tamarinian charge. May have been too fast?
Potentially. I'm not sure it was quite active enough. All right, here comes the running man, cancels, getting caught. There's the confirmed. Wonderful round 1 for Killer Xinok.
And this is a matchup that we've seen a little bit here and there. Watch out for the ice! And he waited it out. Okay, very good. Not letting that running man stance rip.
Burn roll ends too far away for a combo, so he's going to take it. Down 2, and he cross up. Jumping in against the flash is so hard. That down 2 is immaculate. The flash wearing questionable headpiece.
Oh,
with
the trait.
punish.
And there's some big damage. And right as the trait's activated, getting the launcher, getting some damage on top of that, Killer Xinok is just staying aggressive like he should in this matchup, because otherwise Starfire is just going to try to zone you out with his trait activated, and Basics looking for the stray hits as well. But Killer Xinok looking like kind of the veteran that he is. He's been around for a long while. He just hasn't traveled a whole lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, really making a name for himself in MK, and Basics trying to here in Injustice 2.
Now, Killer Xinok's been one of those players that's been right in there for the longest time, and that Tamarinian charge 2 times in a row now has shut down the Speed Force.
Multiple top 8s. Did he top 8 every time that he traveled in MK?
I don't think so. I do think Xinok had quite a few top 8 tournaments where he was unable to make it, but he got far every time.
I remember NEC, KIT, and of course Combo Rigger, where he actually won the last one. Anyways, back into the matchup. The jump 3, one of the, I don't want to say disgusting, one of the most interesting jump 3s in the game there is Starfire. It hits so far below her, has a great arc, and her hitbox stays nice and high. But Killer Xinok corner and mix him to death.
Basics was being incredibly disrespectful during the flash trade, and I'm a little bit worried about that. I do think that if he consistently tries to challenge like that every single time the trade's active, sooner or later, maybe later in the set, he's gonna pay for it. And there's the damage. We don't have any bar to extend, but he'll take the like 500, however much that was.
Raw 4-3 here, but Basics getting aggressive now. I think that he's recognizing that the slower zoning pace style isn't paying off, as Xinok's able to find his way in and start to mix, and Basics getting a little bit more aggressive here. Ooh. And with the reads, even with the medium back 3, they're not paying off, but I like the aggression I'm seeing so far.
I think that's why we're seeing Basics go for the charge so consistently when Flash's trait is out, because it seems to be he'll just take the trade damage just to get rid of the trait. That's always going to be worth it in my books.
And if you saw the end of the first game, even if the Tamarinian charge whiffs, he has to spend all that time to forward dash full screen, and actually got him off the trait last time that it whiffed. Nice check by Basics. Oh my goodness! That's like putting out that was a meaty stand 3.
Something distracting you.
One of the most awkward looking forward moves normals in the game, where she kind of leans forward and leans back.
Well, here comes that clash.
Which I believe is +2 or +3 on block. He's really good to stagger with.
Yeah, you have to really watch out for those plus frames point blank. Oh my god, but Killer Xinok, so many of his mixes have just worked. Basics has spent a lot of time trying to run away from the flash, but when the gap is closed in,
that was
so hard.
That was a galactic jump.
On the back foot like this, your only choice is to win 3 games in a row against someone that just 2-0'd you in a very comfortable fashion.
And you're starting off in the worst possible way imaginable against the Flash, which is getting opened up in the trade. Are already giving you a monumental mountain to climb, and the climb is only getting higher from here on out as the damage taking away. What a down 1-2, but if you would have just committed off down 1, might have had something never interactable. That is a launcher.
The Flash had so many good frames to work with. You kind of wonder why the wake up came from Basics. It kind of seemed like a little bit obvious. And Xinok on such a dominant match point. There's the good catch, Sonic Pound. Reactionary back 3 to beat it, but the combo drop. I wonder if he's playing quite nervous here.
Yeah, like I said, this guy that is, this might be his first offline event. I want to go up, say hi, and talk to him about his experience, and if this is his first offline event, because I've only seen him competing online, and nerves might be getting to him here. We're out of pools, stage is high right now, and it's do or die.
Absolutely. And do or die is no more accurate than when you're on the verge of being 3-0'd in loser's bracket. If there's a time you wake up, it's right now. But again, the knockdown is coming through, and Basics is going for some pretty predictable wake-up attacks. But this is Starfire, you know, so maybe it's just a matter of going for a different wake-up attack.
Yeah, correct. She does have some decent options to catch up.
Well, normally in that situation, you see down back 3. You know, you kind of see that diagonal hitbox instead of the straightforward one. But unfortunately, a raw jump in and a down 1-2 finishes it to finish the combo. Yeah.
Killer Xinok with the killer exit.
I'm excited.
And how are these guys not favorites coming in this event, and they have to meet so technically early in the bracket? Gross. I mean, we can't speak enough about his performance. Second at Combo Breaker, with third at CEO, and has just been a dominant force here in Injustice 2.
And I mean, if Gross was able to make the trek out to Viennale, I have no doubt he would have been probably top 3 there as well. This guy is one of the best Injustice 2 players in the business. But who the best Hellboy is in the business is, without a shadow of a doubt, Method SylverRye. I think Method, they can be proud of their boy always doing well in Injustice 2 tournaments, and he's so hungry for IPS Season 2.
Yes, he is, and he was talking about it earlier. Even after his match, even though he's so tired, he went from his flight here to play his pool. He arrived, went to go play his pool, and he said that he's actually, you know, it's a different feeling where he knows, it's like a psychological thing. He knows that he's trying his absolute best because he was given the opportunity to barely make it here, and he wants this more than anything. He wants a top 8 at EVO. He wants that medal more than anything right now.
I mean, because of flight problems, SylverRye was so close to not making his trip, and now he's been kind of granted access. You know, he's been given that opening. Now is his chance to prove himself for another time. He's going to take it. And what a wonderful game 1. The straight shot, excellent check for that dive kick.
Dare I say he activated that Hellboy trait, gave him that second life. And in the corner we go, and Black Adam having one of the best options. Oh my goodness, the wake up Lightning Cage.
Lightning Cage is actually a good answer for the airborne happy Hellboy. So I think it's not going to be the first time we see Gross go to that option. There's the forward 1, finishes the job. And sitting on loads of trait.
Be on the lookout for Lightning Hands against the armor trait as well. EX is going to push him full screen and get him off it.
That matchup specific knowledge. And these guys, they play online, they train together regularly. And there's the eternal mix-up. Overhead leap or low ground pound.
Fast for a big boy that he is. But
there's Hellboy, man. My man knows how to move. Look, he's got literal flames on his trousers. How can he not move fast with flames on his trousers? Let's listen to some POD.
Ooh, anti-crossover down 1. SylverRye showing his MK player in him right there. In the corner we go, swagging.
Sick combo. Delayed wake up is a very popular thing against Hellboy. It kind of shuts down those leap shenanigans, force him to have to delay. But again, another full combo. And speaking of my goodness! That would have been a full combo if it had just committed. But I think he must have been so confident Gross was going to sit there on block. But the one time he gets the cross up, not this time. Okay, jump in. Knockdown. No, we want the reset. Good call.
Good delayed wake up by SylverRye. And people aren't falling for this new setup that Black Adam players are going for, which is dropping the combo off the back 2, was it up 3, and just letting it fall and trying to catch you off guard. I mean, it is a hard knockdown, I believe.
It's a bit jank, I guess, but it doesn't seem to work.
Yeah, I haven't seen it work one time, but I respect the player if I ever do see it work, and I go, oh, that's why.
There we go. Instant clash. Clash used here just as a combo breaker, a traditional combo breaker, not really to get health back. Gross spending a little bit of the bar though. I think SylverRye will take it just to try and be full screen, but I really think he was probably expecting Gross not to spend any meter there.
Yeah, but as long as he can take this bar of health, oh my goodness. If he could take the bar of health, he would have been in this match. But now the tides have turned as Gross making the big reads here in game number 2. SylverRye with how convincing he took game number 1, and that's the second time he has reacted to a forward 1 whiff and have the proper punish, which is the anti-air 1-1 into air throw.
Very clean stuff from SylverRye. The danger is that he has no clash. And are we going to see a trait? No, we go in for the black magic. Doesn't work out though. One small victory of many if he's going to win this game. Instant jump, maybe trying to shut down the leap mix-ups. Are we going to see it again? Backdash. Gross. Patience as always.
Oh, and the patience paying off. Caught SylverRye whiffing. And this is a matchup that we saw SylverRye versus who was that? That was Flappy Sammy Hammy. He was actually up 2-0 against Flappy. Then he went to Black Adam, and the matchup completely changed. So he's looked susceptible so far today, and you add on top of that how well Gross has been playing this character of late. Ooh, we're in for another blockbuster.
We did see an uncharacteristic drop. Gross dedicating right as SylverRye goes for the leap, and that's going to be the Big Daddy combo. Dedicating to the leap. Now he's the full screen. That gunshot, so good. Akane does a wonderful job of kind of keeping Black Adam out of the air. Shuts down those instant air dive kicks. The leap combines with the jump in. Gross wins this exchange. All right, here we go. What's next? Yeah, we take damage now. We don't want the knockdown anymore. It didn't work. Let's not try it.
Absolutely, and you know what? That's just good recognition. Gross tried it out, saw that SylverRye, was ready for it, the late wake up. Said, okay, I'll do the damage next time around. It's still a good knockdown. Oh my!
Wow, that was sick. That instant cross up.
That is just some fun stuff to block at the office. Well, because to block that, what do you have to do, catch up?
Oh my god.
Walk forward.
Instantly walk forward when Black Adam activates trait. Good luck with that, mate.
Walk forward against Black Adam coming at you.
Okay, is that going to be enough to kill? Oh, and he really didn't want to meter burn it. He did not want to have to spend the extra farm, but now it's going to cost him his clash.
And the down one was so stubby that he tried to meet you with that it didn't even reach Black Adam.
He should have down one with the other arm. Oh, gross. On that live. Okay,
there
execution. Now back in it. The problem with Rye is that he really didn't want to have to use that clash. Like, he needs it now, and he had to use it because he just didn't want to have to spend the bar.
And this is a, it's a tried and true method that all of us like to try to tell you guys, is come off whatever resources are necessary to take the first bar of health.
Yeah, if it's going to cost it, so be it.
If it's gonna cost you a super, come off of it. You're gonna build bar, guys, afterwards anyway. Give yourself the better situation.
Whiffs the leap, try and get some real estate. Point blank, okay. All right, whiff punish. Now, this is wonderful. He needs to make a couple of good plays here, but Hellboy's damage is so insane, and Gross is no doubt gonna spend bar. He has one left to go. Watch out!
Oh my goodness. And not enough hit stun on the jump too, but you're right. SylverRye one hit into one potential leap setup, and that is just gone. The dust in the wind.
But I just don't think he believed in it. He didn't dial in to that button into the interaction. If he'd got it and had dedicated the whole thing, he actually would have got a full combo, and dare I say it, would have been the game. But he just frames away from pressing that button when he should have.
And now back in the aggressor, SylverRye, a little bit of a lead. Are we destined for another game number 5 here? Let's find out on the approach, stopping that with the black magic. No fear out of Gross. And back to the corner we go, and looking for a leap. I think that's what the instant jump one was there for us to cover the leap out of the corner.
For sure. Gross with the knowledge, just forward dashing out of the leap, not taking it. The wake up from Hellboy. Very, very strong wake up. Whiffing that button. Leap, trying to go back into the mid screen, but SylverRye has plenty of work left to do. Oh wow, good trade. Gets the knockdown. Gross with that iron defense.
He could have got a down one background bounce and tried to bait out the air escape, try to get SylverRye off a little bit more meter there. But you know what? Gotta get the whip punish there, and Gross is now on set point to advance on the winner's side of this top 48.
3 for Hellboy is going to be a little bit too stubby. And the whip punish, Gross more than happy to take. Tries to whip punish the back 2 again, but the last minute cross up. Okay, here comes the back 3. And this does so much damage. That's the round. He's dead. He is 100% dead.
One more hit, and it's just enough.
We just talked about if it's going to cost bar, it doesn't matter how much, get the kill.
And there you go.
And there we go.
Case in point. I'm not afraid to.
Not again.
Maybe he wasn't close enough. I don't know. And setting him back to full screen is Gross. His neutral coming down from the skies, and the meter burn. Cancel going to put pressure on Gross to come off that bar now.
There's the anti-air. Goes in for the leap. He's armored. But for how long? Unfortunately, the armor runs out right as he goes in. And Gross is now going to get a full combo. Background bounce. And there's the trap.
Oh,
we get the hard knockdown.
Excellent block on the quick mix-up of back 2 in the low lightning. SylverRye ready for it. These guys both still have a clash. Anything is possible between the two. Getting crazy here. Health dwindling now for SylverRye. And so are his winner's side tournament hopes. Back to full screen we go. Hit by the armory.
Yep, there it is. It's going to be guaranteed. Forward 1 into trade into forward 3. SylverRye, no way he was surviving that. But that was a hard-fought match, man. Gross.
Beetle, Firestorm, Black Adam, any character this guy picks up is just at the apex level of the game. And first hit going to Scar here.
And just for the ladies and gentlemen at home, just to remind you, this is going to be the final stream game of Injustice 2 at EVO today. So no one wants to be the final loser of the day, you know what I'm saying? All right, Rock of Eternity is going to give Supergirl those background bounces. Firestorm definitely doesn't need access to background bounce to do the bulk of his damage. I think Supergirl is on the opposite end of that spectrum. She very much relishes those background bounces completely.
It's in the corner, nice. Nice of Rewind to make the conscious decision, or sorry, the read that Scar wasn't going to meet to burn that breath and throw that down one, because that could have cost him some big old damage there in the corner.
Against a Supergirl with meter, or Power Girl with meter, it is actually risky as well to go for a raw overhead that early with Firestorm. I think it's good that Rewind is kind of putting the doubt in Scar's head.
Oh, no.
Looked like a combo drop to me. Another drop. Rewind's execution is kind of ropey sometimes.
He is looking, I think he looked every single time for the air escape. Scar was sit on 2 bars of meter, and just like that, Rewind taking that first bar of health. And that is the story of Firestorm. He's got that level 3 health bars just tend to disappear.
For me, it was surprising to see Rewind go for the air tech read on those back 2s, because he did it off a back 2 that connected immediately. I don't even think Scar had the reactions to go, oh damn, I've been hit, better air escape this. Like,
and he did it so late, and the damage had already been done at that point. And another combo here for Rewind. He's going to leave him standing. Nope, just doing the damage in the corner push, ending with a Trailblazer.
Oh
and
my
what a
God.
reaction!
Injustice 1 says hello. The patented tech, armored back 3.
It's back, by the way. The past couple of weeks and months, players are doing this a lot more often. I love that this reaction is back in the game.
It's like people just forgot it was a thing. It's been a thing since 2013, guys. Come on.
You see someone go for an active stick. Gotcha. Need to burn back 3.
Wait, one of those new schoolers goes, wait, how you can do that?
Yeah. Come on, bro. Anyways, whoa. Odd whiff there with the jump 1 off of the air dash. And a lot of whiffs for both of these guys. Getting a little crazy here. Rewind in control. Scar still has a wager, but I mean, any hit into a Molten Trap is death. As long as Rewind has that second bar, meter burn back 3, and that should close out the game. Rewind up rough for Brainiac, but Scar has no fear of matchups that might be bad for Brainiac because of his approach to the game. Against Batman, who's considered on paper to be really bad, but you look for the Starfishes in this matchup to just shut down all of Brainiac, and I mean all of Brainiac. It's one of the few things that will beat out Dive Kick cleanly, as long as he's going into the active frames of it. One of the biggest input errors, one of the worst input errors in the game. You sit there flailing those tentacles for 842 years.
I mean, there's no way Scar wanted that. No way on this earth. And he blocked a Molten Trap. That was free damage. Easy money.
And what a start by Rewind, who has not been touched. And there is the Starfish once again, just shutting down every approach possible.
Rewind actually yet to take a lick of damage. This could be a perfect victory right here. Hasn't been challenged by anything so far. Rewind has full trait as well. We might see a down 2 trait anti-air. Starfish goes through. All right, there we go.
I think that Rewind half expected to be forced to block that that drone coming in, but one hit is all that Scar has gotten, and he was one hit away from having to guess between life and death in that corner, looking for, not even an air escape, not even 2 bars, and Rewind's gonna get a full combo off of the down 2 into the trait call. Get meaty with these bad boys, good blocks, and no punish on the X dive kicks. That's a 7 framer on the down 1 of Firestorm. As long as you're quick enough, you might be able to get the job done.
Frames off. No punish, unfortunately, but he's got such an amazing start. I don't even think he's going to worry about those missed punishes. All right, the down forward 2 is going to be a lot safer once we meet a burn. The back 3 to pound the dive kick. I think that favors Rewind, though, because he has so much more health. The round isn't even over. The down 2 scales so heavily. And there we go. Finally, instant air dive kick. Makes it 1-1 in terms of rounds. But look at the health difference.
That's got to give Scar a little bit of a better feeling here, to be able to come back the way he did when he was about to get flawless victory, and the Starfish shutting down the approach. And with it 2-0 for Rewind here, who's looking
so tough. This looks so difficult, but he must just fancy his chances so much with Brainiac. I mean, if I try and approach in the air and you have the Starfish, then maybe my approach will just be a little bit different. Scar has the experience to make his adaptations.
And I mean, he may have done the quick restart thinking that the way that the second half of that match went, he could be able to try to establish that early on. Rewind said, you didn't say the magic words, shutting that down real quick.
There's the throw tech. All right, we see an escape, but the dive kick too high up in the air, so he's minus enough to just have to block. When he has to block with 1 hit from death, it's not a good look. Rewind now on match point. Okay, 4-3. We need more damage. There's the knockdown.
I mean, only one more open up. Brainiac has the damage possible, but letting Rewind out of the corner and looking for the meter burn with Scar not ready for the punish. Such a mind game that, you know, meter burn special moves can play.
Here comes the drone. Instant escape using the environment interaction. Down one, no dive kick. Interesting read. Okay, that's a punish again, and he's in the wrong part of the screen to do a dive kick on block from a down one. This could be the guess for game situation right here. He's popped the clash, but this is not a good look, man. This is not a good situation
not
to be in.
Not at all. Rewind in full control of his own destiny right now as he's trying to advance on the winner's side and try to make this top 8 at Evolution. I believe he'd have one more match to go afterwards. Going underneath the stand one, that's a high. Big damage on deck for Rewind. Is he going to go for the restand and some kind of mix-up? No, the damage alone. He says, I've got the health lead to try to take this.
And he has the bar too. The Molten Trap Meter Burn is going to have the trigger pulled. Rewind 3-0 over Scar. I gotta say, I mean, he fought as hard as he could, but that looks like a very, very difficult matchup.
And Rewind poised like we